Hi, so we will be covering MongoDB basic queries from this lecture onward. So you know how to start the MongoDB. If you don't know, please go to my previous video and check how to install MongoDB on Windows 7 32-bit operating system. So here we will be starting two command prompts separately, one for the server and one for the client. On one command prompt, we will write mongo d for daemon, that means server. After starting, we can see that the server is started on port number 27017. Okay, we can minimize this window because we don't need any more. Now we will go to client, we will write mongo, and one connection is now open. You can check on the server side, it is written that one connection now open. We will again minimize it because it is server. We will work on client window. The first command I am show DBs, that will show the list of databases in the MongoDB. Currently MongoDB has its own local database. Okay, so for checking in which database you are, just press DB. It will show you test, that means default database of MongoDB. If you are not creating any database, the data will go into test database, that is the default database of MongoDB. Now to create our own database, we can use the command use mydb, that will switch to DB mydb. Now for checking in which database you are, just press DB. This will show the currently added database. Now when you press show DBs, it won't show your database mydb just created, because you are not having any single document into it. So first you have to insert something, first you have to create something inside that mydb, then it will be shown by the command show DBs. So for that purpose I am just creating a collection. Okay, so when I say collection, just remember from SQL that collection is similar to a table, okay, in which we can store our documents, and documents are nothing but like rows in SQL. So please remember this analogy. So I am explicitly creating a collection in MongoDB database by writing the command db dot create collection, and in bracket I will give the collection name. Here my collection name is users. Remember, the collection is just like table. Now the collection is ready. I can again press the command show DBs. Now it will show my database as mydb, because I have made one collection inside that. Now I am checking in which my database I am. Again I am in mydb database. Now I will type the command show collections. It will show me, okay, the collection which I have made users. Now I had made the collection, I had made the table. I will insert a record, or I will insert a row into that table. Okay, so I am inserting by the insert command db.users, that is collection name, dot insert. Now I will insert a record in the JSON format, that is JavaScript object notation, that holds a value like key value pair. Okay, so name is my key, iram is value, roll number is my key, and colon, the value is 123. Okay, if it is a character, you will type in that double inverted comma. If it is a row, if it is a number, then you have to write as it is, no inverted comma. Class is again a textual data, so I will write it into a double inverted comma. Now this is my single row. I will just press enter. I can type semicolon also and without semicolon also. So this will insert one record, this will insert one document inside my users collection, inside my users table. Why I am using again table and row concept? Because you are familiar with DBMS. So for retrieving the data, we have find command over here. So we will write db.users.find. So it will show me the record, it will show me the document. Okay, one field is extra added, that is ID field. So MongoDB will give a unique ID to your each document automatically if you are not giving your ID. If you want to give your ID, you can replace that ID field with yours. Now I don't like this long output. I have to scroll my screen to see the output. So I want something like pretty, something like beautiful output. So I will write find.pretty. So this will show the output like, now it's very comfortable to see and I don't need to scroll down for watching the output. Now it is the second method for inserting the document. We first create the document separately, like I am creating user1, then I will give a key that is name, then value Z, then I will give a key city, then value Mumbai, then again a key that is zip, and the value I will give as, since it is a number value, so I will give directly no double inverted comma. Please remember a zip that is 421302. Now I will use a key like gender, so gender will be holding a character, so I will again put it inside the double inverted comma. M for male. Now I will close that. So you can see that I had made a mistake there. I put a round bracket after that. So round bracket is not needed because we are creating the document first. Okay, only curly bracket. Then again I will make the another user2. Okay, so for that I am just replacing the 1 by 2. Now I will make some changes over here like name. I'm converting name, then I'm converting city. I'm making some changes to zip code. I don't know the Agra zip code, so I'm just writing any random number. Okay, I'm keeping the gender as it is. So just press enter. It will prompt again what you have entered. So we have created two documents, that is user1 and user2. Now we will insert by using the insert command. So I have shown you two methods to insert. First one is directly you can insert the document. Second one is to create the document first and then insert user1. Here the result is inserted. Now you can go and check with the find.pretty command. Say user1, that is Z, is inserted. The first aram and tyt is the previous output. Now I will enter user2. Again one document inserted. I will go for pretty. See, total 3 documents are there. Last one Alam Agra is also added. So that was two methods for inserting the document. Directly inserting the document as JSON, or now I am using both the users, both the documents at once. So I have to use the square bracket before that. If you don't use that square bracket, only one document will be inserted. So here you can see right inserted, that is two documents inserted. Now you can just see that find.pretty command, and that it will show me again Mumbai and Agra, that is Z and Alam, being added once again. Now we'll go for another command. Now I am inserting multiple documents. Okay, so for multiple documents we need a square bracket, then curly bracket for each row. Okay, so the square bracket is very much necessary for inserting multiple documents. If you don't use that square bracket, only first record will be inserted, rest all ignored. So please use square bracket when you are inserting multiple documents in one go. Now I can press enter in between. It will just continue my work because I don't want that long line to be typed. So I, until and unless I press that last round bracket, I can press enter. So as you can see that I had made a mistake there. Class TYIT, I forgot to put colon there. Okay, so it will again give me an error afterwards. See, you can keep on pressing enter until last round bracket. So right now I've created 3 documents. You can see the key value pairing. Field name, column name is key, and that value we are giving is value. So this is JSON, JavaScript object notation. Since I had made a mistake, I will have an error, so I will just rectify that error, that class TYIT. I will put a colon there, and the rest of the things will work fine. Okay, I'm now going to change that. Okay, you can see the output, inserted 3 records. So we'll go find.pretty, and last 3 records are there, Iram, Pami and Pandey. Okay, so if you are going to insert multiple documents in one go, so please use the square brackets before the curly brackets so that it will go as in multiple documents. Okay, so if you forgot to use that square bracket, only first document will be inserted, rest of the documents will be ignored. So for inserting the multiple documents, you need to put the square bracket. So I had covered 3 ways to insert. First one, directly JSON documents. Okay. Second one, creating the JSON document and then inserting. Third one, inserting multiple documents in one go. Okay, so that was all about creating the database, creating the. Now we are going to insert a document without creating the collection. That is also possible in MongoDB. If you are not creating that collection, the collection will be automatically created and the document will be inserted. So I am using the collection name as movies, which I didn't make earlier. Okay, db.movies.insert. This will automatically create the collection called movies and will insert my document inside that collection. Okay, so the key is name and the value is Josh, then comma for the next field or for the next column. Then I am giving the column heading as Starcast, and I am giving the value as SRK. Again I forgot to put a colon, then I will go back and put a colon there. Then rating I will give as 6. Now I am using a new thing here. See, Starcast as a list of stars. Okay, so I can't give one only, so I am giving SRK and Ash as this Starcast. And since it is a list, it is not a single value, so for showing it as a list I will put curly bracket. Okay, so I can insert a multi-value inside the MongoDB by using a list. This is not possible in SQL. In SQL you have to put atomic values, that is one value per cell, but it is possible in MongoDB. You can create list, you can create table inside table. That is, so you can see here show collection command and you can see the result that movies is showing. So db.movies.find. Okay, your record is there with a unique ID given by the MongoDB itself. So here you are confirmed with two things, that you can explicitly create the collection or you can directly insert with the collection name. The collection will be created automatically.